Are you going to stand and watch me? Hello, welcome to Annie Buns. Today I am making a lovely beef stew. The nights are getting colder and a beef stew is something nice that you can make and have to warm, and it will warm you up. So it's a very easy recipe. Don't need too much things. It does take a bit longer because of the meat, but I'll get to that. This is the ingredients that you're going to need. Shut up! No! Shush! Babes, come feed them, please. Okay, bye.
Bye.
So what we're going to need for this recipe, some oil, onions. So I did 2 medium onions, 2 very small green peppers, did 1 packet of button mushrooms, 4 quite large carrots, some garlic, some beef stock, and some Peppadews. And then in here, there's water in here, but is my potatoes. It is 7 small potatoes that I cut up in like quarters. Some bit smaller, but yeah. And then I have my meat. Don't ask me how much meat that is. It's about a kg, I think. 800 grams maybe. Some wine. Only 1 glass of wine today. Okay, before you phone the AA on me, this is a spritzer, so it's like a little bit of wine and Sprite for the rest. So if I do drink it fast, don't worry, I won't get drunk. By the end of the video, might get that vision again. Okay, so let's start. So I've got the pot, large pot. I'm going to add some oil. A little bit more than I did last time. That much. It's quite a lot. But a lot of it's going to cook away. So I'm going to add the onions. Oops. First spill of the day. Okay, the onions started frying nicely. So I'm adding the green pepper and adding the mushrooms. So as we did previously on one of my other videos, if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. The pasta dish. I fry my onions, green peppers and mushrooms first. Stir until they're all nice and soft and cooked. There we go. So the onions are going like brown. Green peppers are looking good, and the mushrooms are, this is how I test my mushrooms. They're squishy. They don't have to be cooked because they're going to be cooking for quite a long time. I'm going to dish it out into another bowl, and I'm not going to pour it out because I want to keep the oil. Don't worry too much about getting all the onions out. That's fine. Okay. That should be fine. Ow, ow, ow. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, now I'm going to add my meat to the pot. Oh. So I'm not adding any salt or any spices as yet. I'm just browning the meat. In one of my previous videos I did mention that, but I'll mention it again. Salt dehydrates your meat, so it lets all the juiciness go out, and then your meat tends to be more dry. So don't add salt yet, we'll add it later. So this is just to seal the nice goodiness into the meat. Okay, my meat is now nice and brown, so I am going to add the mushroom, onion and green pepper mix back to this, and then we'll go on to the boiling water part. Ow! Okay, adding that in. Okay, I'm going to wait for the kettle to boil and then we'll continue. Okay, so I've taken my beef cube and adding a little bit of boiling water just to dissolve it. And I'm going to pour it into my thing just now. Meat, okay, now back. I'm going to add the beef stock, and then, probably the most important ingredient of all, red wine. So I didn't measure it out today because this is normally how I put red wine in, and I think like, yeah, that's enough. Okay, I'm going to add the garlic. Okay, I don't have much garlic left, so I'm just going to chuck it all in here. Okay, and some Peppadews. I'm just going to throw all of it in because I have another tub. Oops. So this is the sweet peppers, but it's mild. Stir this up a little bit. I'm going to add some more boiled water. This is a guesstimate thing, so guesstimate again, you know me and my guesstimates. Put the plate slower. I've been using it on 6, the maximum speed. So I'm going to put it now on 2 because I want it to simmer. I'm going to let it simmer for like half an hour, stirring it every now and then we'll see if the meat is a bit softer, and then we'll take it from there. Cheers. Okay, I'll see you in a half an hour.
A few moments later.
Okay, so my meat has been simmering. Whoops, might get that vision again. Simmering for half an hour. So the best way personally for me to test if the meat is getting soft or if it needs to boil longer, I look for a smallish piece. Ina, careful, it's hot. And then taste it. It's hot. They definitely need to simmer for a little bit longer. But I can add my carrots and potatoes in to cook with it. Yeah, carrots in and potatoes in. I just put my potatoes in water so they don't go black. Oops. Okay, stir that in. Oh, see, if I don't spill, I'm not cooking. And now we add spices. I'm adding salt a little bit, and then I'm adding this Worcester sauce salt. You can of course add any salt and spices that you like. I'm gonna add some barbecue spice and some oregano, and I want to add some Italian herbs if I can find it. Italian herbs. The Italian herbs really just makes a dish so nice. Okay, we're gonna stir that in. So now the flavor will simmer into the meat rather than dehydrating the meat. And also the red wine that we put in also helps to keep the meat nice and soft. Okay, I'm going to put my plate a little bit faster. It was simmering on 2, so I'm going to put it on like 3.5 now. Then the potatoes and the carrots can cook nicely. So while that's cooking for another 15 minutes to half an hour, have another glass of wine. Okay, so I'll see you in another half an hour.
20 minutes later.
So just have a look at that. Everything is done, and on the other plate I made rice to go with this, but you can obviously make pasta if you want to, or any rice. I made basmati rice tonight. The following step is completely optional if you want to thicken your sauce a little bit. So you take a glass with a little bit of water in, and then I take corn flour and I put 3 spoons, heaped spoons of corn flour, and just stir it in and then pour that in. You can use Bisto as well. You can add some more water if you want to make it more saucy or so, but all up to you. Okay, and now we can take a sip of wine and dish up. Yummy, yummy, yum. Okay, back to my face. Okay, so I've got my meat and my rice. To make your rice extra nice, add some margarine, butter, anything nice to it. Okay, come on. My fingers are clean. You can either stir it in, or you can just put the lid back on and let it melt with the heat of the lid on. And yes, especially my mom shouting at me right now going, "You never stir rice." I know, please, I know. Just to get the butter in. I'm not going to say whether this is my first one or the second or the third, but it's definitely my last one. I'm going to use a bowl for this because a bowl is just so much better. Oh, yummy. Nice big scoop. And there is your beef stew. This is fantastic. Oops, I spilled. Make it. Let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe, share the video with everybody that you know. I need 1,000 subscribers. Please help. If you have any suggestions, anything you want me to make or try, whatever, Leave a comment and I will try. And enjoy your beef stew. Until next time.